I'm a multifamily broker and I'm on a personal journey to acquire 100 doors. And behind me is the first triplex I purchased about 7 years ago. And this is in Eastside, Costa Mesa. I purchased this property. My first start, I was 35 at the time when I acquired this building, and it's been a great property for me. Since then, I bought 3 more triplexes on this same street. So I have 12 units, and I want to show a little bit documenting the journey. So a little bit of detail on the first one. This triplex came up on the MLS and I jumped on it right away. There was 14 offers on the property. You can't really see it from here, but the owner lived in the front unit and moved out at the close of escrow. This is a single story unit, 2-bedroom plus a den. I renovated this right when it became vacant at the close, and then behind it, there's 2 townhouse units, about 1,000 square feet each, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhouses. And what happened shortly thereafter, the sibling owned the sister property right here. And this came up on the market a couple years later. The same broker had this one. I was able to put some money together and acquire this property as well. It's a mirror match of the one I purchased previously. So now I've got 2 side-by-side triplexes. I've renovated all the units except one. One is a classic unit. Everything else has been renovated. I put in AC in most of these units, updated all the interiors, really cleaned up the property. And here's what the property looks on from the back. Match the paint, match the garages. Each unit has their own garage, and there's some open parking spaces as well. Here's the street. And then coincidentally, these 2 properties came up and I ended up acquiring these. So I bought 1 property each year. I saved up, worked super hard, saved my cash, and put down 25 to 30% for each plex. And then I had some additional money as units came up vacant. I renovated those. So this is another pair of triplexes that just coincidentally 2 brothers owned, and I was able to acquire these as well. And at the time, these needed the most work. I went in and really redid everything on these buildings. So again, single story unit in the front, townhouse units in the back, garages, and shortly thereafter, this behind us, this is a Target in Eastside, Costa Mesa. This was a Ross, but you have great walkability to 17th Street, which is just right on the other side of this retail. So you've got walking distance to High Times. If you're local, I'm sure you know where that is. You've got the Target, you've got shopping, food, places to go out on a little date night. But these have been great floor plans. You've got washer dryer hookups in every unit. You've got big yards, and it's been a great journey learning how to renovate and update properties on my own dime. So the goal has been to acquire or make an investment in a multifamily property every year. I'll save as much as I can on the broker side, helping clients acquire and build wealth with real estate. And then I'm also doing the exact same thing. And I'm learning on my own dime. Sometimes maybe I spent a little too much renovating a unit. Maybe sometimes the renovation didn't get done fast enough. Maybe there's issues with dealing with plumbers, contractors, vendors, you name it. Those things happen. I'm having to deal with that on my own. So then I can relate to an owner much better than just being a broker. But I'm also very much a believer in multifamily real estate for the long term. Since then, I've acquired some other additional properties, but I've really liked to keep everything local. I also have another triplex a few streets up in Eastside that I've renovated and posted on the journey to 100 doors. Right now, I'm hovering around 30 units, and it's not a sprint. I'm glad I didn't do a sprint, because if I did a sprint, I might be upside down on some stuff. I might be in a situation where I'm having to play defense and solving for some debt issues. I have long-term fixed rate debt on all these properties, and I'm not stressing. I'm just doing building by building. The plan is to trade up and to get into some more units. So we'll see where the journey takes me. Thanks for watching.